I pick I don't know if you know what a knockout pool is. Some changes a knockout pool is where you pick a team every week, a different team every week. NFL season.
Yes.
Well, yesterday I picked. We talked about sweaty. I know what. That's what I told you.
But let me tell you something. Those boys were a big in the crowd yesterday. They showed me they have something.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I don't think you understand what I just said. Good morning. It's a great morning. There are exciting times coming in Baltimore. Would you agree?
Yes.
And so without further ado, we all are gathered here for a very special and important announcement. And so I bring to you Dr. Jamal Bryant.
Yes.
I wanted you to assemble because today I am not opposing anyone, I am proposing new ideas. I believe that Baltimore is in a place of change, that Baltimore County is in a place of transition, and Howard County is looking for new opportunities. There is no better time than now to shift the pendulum in America, the country that we all love and believe can be better. At this very moment, we are facing a great many crises, whether it be at home and abroad. America, the greatest country on the planet, is asking its sons and daughters of this generation, it is time for us to stand and to lead.
All right.
It doesn't matter of your race, your creed, your color, your ethnicity, or sexual persuasion to ensure that this democracy lives up to its promise to all citizens. The poor are getting poorer. The middle class is shrinking every day. And our wages are down. The economy is flat, our schools are falling short, crime is high, and for too many instances, the police are out of control. Money from the federal government is not flowing into our communities the way that it should. We don't need leadership as usual. We need a brand new voice, a brand new vision, and a brand new opportunity. My life experiences uniquely position me to represent the voices of the 7th Congressional District with a perspective on education, operating a successful charter school, Empowerment Academy, serving as an activist, a civil rights leader, and the pastor of the greatest church in the 7th District. As a national spiritual leader and understanding that the awesome responsibility of being a father to my 5 precious girls. I'm appreciative of the presence of my middle daughter, Naomi, 15 years of age. College District, and I'm also pleased to have my mother. It is time that we deal with the real cause and effect of racism in America.
Amen.
My grandfather of sainted memory, Bishop Harrison James Bryant, who lived just 3 blocks from where I stand, fought against racism. My father, who pastored just 6 blocks from where I stand, preached against racism. And now here I am in the 3rd generation, fighting so that my daughters will not have to take on this battle that's been going on for far too long. We must recognize that global warming is real, because it not only threatens our water, our crops, our air, and our wildlife, but the entire world as we know it. We must not spend our treasury all abroad before taking care of business at home. We must recognize that inclusiveness is a part of America's DNA, that the Statue of Liberty gives the claim, give me your poor, your huddled masses that are breathing, that are yearning to breathe free. We must welcome our foreign-born population when they obtain proper documentation. This is a nation of immigrants. And how dare us act as if all of us did not come in one way or another. We must ensure that our children have equal access to education. Our millennials are not consumed with debt from student loans, and that our seniors aren't afraid to retire because they don't have enough money to survive. We must ensure that our universal health care is never threatened. Our generation stands on the shoulders of history. Because of the courage and sacrifice of those that have gone before us, the righteousness of their cause lives and abides in us. And so let me say to my friends in neighborhoods and communities across this district, that we do not need a leader that will just listen and not deliver. We do not need leadership that is going along to get along. We do not need a leader that just wants a title but does not understand what it means to serve. I submit myself telling you that I hear your cry. I hear your frustration. And Dr. King said anybody can be great, because anybody can serve. I want to be great for the 7th Congressional District. And I believe that the 7th Congressional District is going to be great. It is not good enough for us to operate at a level of mediocrity and pretend like it is excellence. I want to say to my friends in Baltimore that the lack of equal access to opportunities for our youth is in no way good enough for the citizens of the 7th Congressional District. I want to say to my friends in Washington that bickering amongst partisanship is in no way good enough for the citizens of the 7th District. I want to say to those who are our international friends that democracy must prevail, and that anything less than full support for what it is that we want to do to make this a clear world where everybody in fact lives up to what the Constitution says, that we are judged by the content of our character and not by the color of our skin. This generation will stand and lead. And I want the 7th District to know the sleeping giant is awake. And so I say to our nation that fair, unabridged, equal access to opportunity for all citizens must become a reality. I now ask my old friends and my new friends in Baltimore City, in Baltimore County, and Howard County to join me and participate in this campaign. I want to first and foremost ask you, beyond everything else, to pray for me. Because at the center of who I am is my faith. And at the center of my being is my God. And I am clear that I can do nothing without Him. I want to ask those of you who are serious about change and transformation, I want you to join this team so that we can in fact see promise come to pass in the 7th Congressional District. I want to ask you, if you will, to make a contribution to this campaign. That while it is that we have a dream, we still need your support. We need you to spread the word. But the most important thing that I need you to do is to think about voting for me, Jamal Bryant. Praying in earnest that most people as politicians, they say it, but have no prayer life. But when I say it, I stand as a pastor, as a believer, and as a person of faith, when I declare without any wavering that I pray God will bless the people of the 7th Congressional District. I pray in earnest as a prophet and as a pastor that God will bless the people of the state of Maryland. And I believe with everything in me that God will bless the entire United States of America, because leadership is emerging and people are ready for significant change. I'm Jamal Bryant. I approve this message. At this time, just take very quickly an opportunity for press if they have any questions at this time.
Hey, Reverend Bryant, did you talk to Mr. Cummings about this decision at all? What would you do differently than he's done so far?
I've not talked to Mr. Cummings. I think he's done a wonderful job. He's been an incredible leader for our community. It is obvious and evident that our community is in the midst of change and transition. And I'm thankful for the work that he's done and for how he stood with us in the middle of the uprisings with Freddie.
But you'll run against him even if he doesn't run for Senate?
I have not talked to him. I don't know what his plans are. I think that he has an incredible opportunity in front of him, and I pray that he does it, but that's a decision that, that he and Danny would have to make. But if he decided not to, because he's been such an abiding presence in my life, if he decided to stay in, I would have a conversation with him because I respect him that much.
Pastor Bryant, your news release this morning centered on police brutality issues and police accountability. Is that going to be the sole focus of your campaign?
I think that the whole nation is looking for police reform. I've been intimately involved in the crisis in Ferguson, in Sanford, Florida, in Cleveland, in Staten Island, and here in Baltimore. And I plan on going to Capitol Hill as a representative of a brand new movement that realizes that we must have protests, but we also must have policy. And so police reform is going to be one of the bedrock issues that we're going to be addressing.
What are your other bedrock issues?
The job opportunities.
Amen.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said that poverty is the bride of crime. That whenever you see crime, you always see poverty. And America has been keen on dealing with crime, but not discussing poverty. And I think that poverty has to be addressed and discussed.
Amen.
Last question for you, moving from community-based leadership to more policy-based.
I think that it is a step of maturation, of understanding that it is the next successive step. That Dr. King's dream was significant, but what Thurgood Marshall did was, in fact, the icing on the cake to make sure that a speech didn't change the law, but somebody had to lobby for that change.
Okay. Media, that concludes, I'm sorry, that's the conclusion of the press conference.
Run, Jamal, run! 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 Run, Jamal, run!
Yeah, the whole
Run, Jamal, run!
Yeah, oh, you know.
He did say that if Cummings